people can't have you would say get your message, you know, say your message, it's absolutely fine. Yeah, let people listen to you, get the, you know, whatever you want to do.
Are we breaking a law?
We're not breaking no law, you know. I mean, it's the Environment Agency that governs noise, not the police. They're not the ones.
If you start to cause nuisance to residents, then I'll issue you with a Section 14 of employment. If you don't want to do that, I'm asking you to cooperate.
So where does our freedom of speech come in?
Freedom of speech, I'm not stopping you talking. I'm asking you not to disrupt people that live within the city, that aren't out here trying to get along with their own lives, not to use PA.
That's all, ever? Is that the...
I don't want you to use it.
And that just applies to preachers, does it? Because
no one else here is using a PA.
Well, we used a PA this afternoon in with the health guy said we could
that happened but last time I was here, there was a singer, a musician using a PA system.
Okay, well then in relation to busking, they have to keep it at an appropriate level.
What is that level?
If anybody complains about it, then we stop them. They can only be in a certain place for an hour. I let you go on the Market Square stage for considerably more than an hour. There's lots of people complaining to me. I let you give your point of view and I let you preach there with that because of the time of day. I'm asking you, quite civilly...
Yeah, I'm behaving civilly, I'm not being disrespectful.
Not to disrupt the residents of the city, okay, and their meals and everything else.
Right.
You don't need to have the PA, they can hear you, okay? You can still get crowds, you can still get debate, you can still put your point of view across. You don't need the PA system. If you find somebody else with a PA system, okay, and we get complaints about it, then I'll stop it. And if you find that deceiving, then you tell the police officer.
If I find what, sorry?
Someone that's got a PA system and disturbing.
You know as well as I do, they do use PA systems here. I've heard it in the city. Yeah, you do know that. You agree with that, yeah. Yeah, so...
And if people are saying it's too noisy or anything, then I'll ask them to stop and I'll just explain that to you.
So if one person complains, that's it, stop then,
I'm asking you, okay?
I feel as though you've been a bit unreasonable, to be honest.
I'm not being unreasonable.
Yeah, I do.
I let you, you can feel that way.
Yeah.
I let you preach in the Market Square
You don't let us preach, we've got freedom of speech. You don't let me do anything. I come and preach here because I've got freedom of speech.
It was disturbing people and people are complaining to me.
Yeah, but
and rather than issuing you with a warning, then not to do it, I let you carry on.
You can't warn me, I haven't broken any law, so you can't warn me. You're a public servant.
I understand exactly what my job is.
Yeah.
If you start to
I understand my rights.
If you start to cause nuisance to the resident, then I will place a Section 14 on you and you won't be doing it.
So is it one resident or a number of residents? How many residents do I have to upset before you tell me off? Yeah, because it's unreasonable.
I've asked you quite nicely, and I think it's quite reasonable to ask of you. You're in a really residential area, you can't hear any other music, all of these places are limited in what they can put outside. You don't need to stand here with a PA system to preach. Okay, you can quite clearly hear me, I can hear what you're saying, you don't need that, okay, and it's disturbing people in my opinion. So I'm asking you...
Your opinion. So it's down to your opinion. So my free speech is determined by your opinion.
I'm not stopping you talking, I'm asking you not to use the PA system.
You said to me you'll let me preach this afternoon, but you don't let me preach.
Complaining about you, about the noise that you were causing, the disruption that you're causing to the market. Lots of people come up to me, but I let you carry on with it and not issue you with a Section 14 on that occasion because of the time of day, and I thought it was more reasonable in that vicinity, in that time of day, to be using the PA.
So we're going to...
I'm now saying at this time of night in this location, it's less appropriate, and I'm asking you not to use the PA.
So we can preach with our voices then?
Of course you can.
What if we're louder than the PA system with our voice? Are you going to issue us with a Section 14 then?
Well, I don't know. It depends if you start to cause a nuisance to people's lives within the building.
See, the message offends people. The law says I've got a right to exercise my right of freedom of speech. But they don't trump my freedom of speech, do they?
You can say what you like as long as you don't incite people to do things.
Freedom of agreement is freedom of speech.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're arguing with me because you don't think I'm being appropriate, but I completely disagree with you, and that's the way it's going to be. Preach, do what you like in relation to that. I'm asking you to be consistent.
Okay, and we are.
PA.
And we've knocked it off. We've been reasonable, we've knocked it off. But what I'm saying to you is we're going to move elsewhere.
And I don't want you to use the PA.
You don't, so you, okay, if we come back next week, during the day, can we use the PA then?
People aren't saying if it's not significantly impacting on people's lifestyle and the way
So
they're doing their business.
if we do the same thing what we've done today in the city, you've no objections to that? Okay.
Environmental Health came, didn't they? They spoke to you, they told you what an appropriate volume was on the PA system, you adhered to it, that was the end of it.
Okay. That's fair.
So, I'm trying to be fair, but there's people studying, they're in exam period.
Yeah, we're sensitive to that, we've turned it off.